Hey, good Sunday evening, my friends. Hope this finds up by doing good and hope everybody's had a good weekend. I'm just sitting here around the house waiting on my wife and Miss Emily to get home from church. They went to evening services. I was just beat down after yesterday, and of course I know my wife is too. And if we hadn't had one of my brother's children with us, I think little girl needed to get back with her parents. She probably would have stayed home too. We were just worn out after yesterday on the food trailer. But waiting on them to get home, they're bringing some supper, and I just didn't. Was too beat to go. I hate it, and I hate to miss, but I just give out. But I am smoking some Wilshire blend from the Pipe and Tobacco Shop in Little Rock, Arkansas. They're not the friendliest people in the world, but they got a product up there in this Wilshire that it's the only place you can get it. It's a light aromatic, and it is out of this world. Similar to 1Q, but different. And just like the IQ with MAs, it's similar, but it's different. And this has its own unique flavor, and it's I buy it from them. They've gotten real peculiar about their ship outs, their mail outs, but and like I say, they're not overly friendly in the pipe shop. But when I'm going to Dad's cabin in North Arkansas, I always make it a point to stop there. When you get to Little Rock, you still got about 100 miles to go to the cabin. So, but I'm rambling, and I'm smoking it in this, and this pipe came from there too. Now, just happened to dawn on me. A little Aldo Valenti, bent Dublin. And this one hasn't made an appearance on YouTube in quite a while, I don't think. But this is a good little smoker. And I've got one other Aldo, and they are truly good pipes. They're not real easy to find. Pipes and Cigars carries them. But they're always out, you know. They've got a few on hand now. Matter of fact, more than they've had in a while. And I may get me another one while they got them. And these pipes run from the $50 range to the probably 50 to 150 is about where they're running. And you can't go wrong with one, that's for sure. Of course, pipes and cigars, that's where they're notoriously out of a lot of things here lately. Don't know what the deal is there. I was told Cigars International bought them, but I don't know that to be true. Now, customer service has gotten back to me. The last time I've ordered has been decent with them. Just didn't have a lot to choose from. I had a lot of back ordered stuff. But this pipe and this blend of tobacco is really good. It's an all-day smoke. And it's one I keep on hand. It's a little hard to tell from the lighting and this pipe being black, but it's got a good cake build up in it. Matter of fact, it doesn't need to get any more. But it's perfect right now. It's the most perfect pipe I've got as far as cake build up. I just don't want it to get any more. Some like them a little more than that. I don't know whether it's like or not, but some, you know, they get a little more than that. But much more than this one, and it'll get a pretty good reaming. But like I say, waiting on some supper to come home from Phyllis and Miss Emily. Two of my favorite fast foods. Well, my two favorite fast foods is pizza and hamburgers, and I am a connoisseur on both. Let me tell you. And I make a good hamburger. I have not perfected a good homemade pizza, but as far as homemade hamburger, I make one of the best. I'm not bragging. We sell them on the trailer, and we use the hand patted. I go to our butcher there, where the local butcher where we buy most of our meat from for the restaurant, and with the exception of ribs and brisket, I buy them out of Little Rock, Arkansas. But for hamburger meat, pot roast, and that kind of stuff for lunch, we get a local butcher to cut it for us. And on the trailer, we don't do hamburgers at the restaurant, but on the food trailer we do. And we hand pat the patties, and that just makes all the difference in the world. But Emily wanted Burger King tonight, so it's not one of my favorite fast foods, but I can tolerate it, and I eat one kind of odd. I'll just like on that one, I like mayo and ketchup, pickle, and just get a double Whopper with cheese, and all I want on it is mayo and ketchup and pickle. Now, if I'm eating Wendy's, I usually get mustard, lettuce, tomato, double cheese, and it's funny how now my dad and Emily got it from him. Well, she will not touch mayo, will not, can't even stand the thought of it. Mustard only, and maybe occasionally ketchup, but just can't stand it. But there are times I'll get a Wendy's, and that's what I just get mayo on it, mayo and lettuce and whatnot, but tomato. But it doesn't bother me. I'm kind of like that buying music. I was saying on my last video, really into many genres, and Emily and my son are like that too. They listen to everything from, now my son even includes a little rap in his. I don't go that far. I just find it very offensive, but and I don't see the point in it. But at any rate, my son is like me, and Emily's getting that away. He listens from everything from Bing Crosby to 50 Cent, and everything in between. Hard country, modern country, and I'm not much on the modern country, but he loves classic rock. And that's the same way, of course, they grew up, both Emily and him grew up in a house that listened to that kind of music, and I did too. My mom was always that way. My dad is strictly a country music, older country. He don't like this new stuff either, but my mom always listened to pop and a little bit of, some rock, and still does, and of course country and whatnot too. But so we grew up in a household like that, and my children certainly have too, and even like the big band stuff, and I have really gotten more into the big band since I met Guy Witherspoon. But oh, Guy, I was going to tell you, if you and I both started a diet about the same time, we both got children that are getting married this upcoming May, and trying to slim down a little bit for the wedding, and myself, I just know I feel better if I could drop my doctor told me, said, if you drop 30 pounds, 35 pounds, you won't have to take any blood pressure medicine. I believe him. But I need to buy a new suit, and I just hate to go buy one. I'm going to get this weight off. He says 35. I'd like to do about 40, but even 30, I'd be happy with. But I'm going to I need a new suit for the wedding, and I just hated to go buy one and then lose the weight. Suits hung in the closet, but if I have to, I will. But I had lost 7 pounds, and I wasn't really trying. I had cut back on the cokes a lot. But doggone, here in the last week or 10 days, they came back and brought 2 friends with them. So I had lost 7. I came back and gained 2 extra with it. So anyway, I'm at a net gain of 9. So no, a net gain of 2. But eating a double Whopper, going to be now pushing 8 o'clock. Ain't helping none either. But we're off, as everybody knows, I mentioned before, Mondays we're closed at the restaurant. Of course, we usually do our local running around banking and whatnot. And I didn't even clean the food trailer out. It's a mess from this weekend. I mean, we wiped down stuff and got the but it didn't get as good a cleaning as we normally do. But I got to take it tomorrow to finish getting trailer brakes on it. I got the little console that mounts under the dash, the little electronic component. I had it done last week, and then this week I had it done Tuesday. Well, I'm going to take the trailer and drop it off, and he's going to have it a couple of days, put trailer brakes on. Saturday before last, I was coming home in a rainstorm. Went to get on the brakes on the trailer, a car slammed on his brakes in front of me. And I had 5 car lengths because I'm cautious of the trailer, and I allow myself about twice the amount of time to stop. And being with it was raining, I wasn't going but about 35 or 40. It was on a 2-lane street, but they're widening it, and the speed not by 45 through there. So I had to slow down to about 35 due to the trailer and the rain. And the person slammed on their brakes for whatever reason, and when I got on, slammed on mine, it was like you were on ice. It just kept sliding, and I firmly believe the truck sped up even when it was trying to stop. But anyway, I seen that I was going to rear end this car, and I went to turn jerk the wheel to the right, and was going to just go down into the grass. Well, when I jerked it, the trailer spun around, and I got sideways in the street, and it scared me bad enough that, well, my dad, I told him, I said, yeah, I'm going to get trailer brakes put on that thing. I wanted to make a few dollars first. Well, he called me Monday morning and said, go take it. I'm paying for the trailer brakes. That's my dad. I said, well, I appreciate it, and I took him up on the offer, but he insisted that it have trailer brakes on it. So that's a gift from my dad. So I'm tickled with that. So that'll save me. Well, the little electronic part on it was $200. It mounts on the dash, and I don't know what the brakes would be. Probably $300 or $400 to get those put on. May not be quite that high. Just standard drum brakes, but anyway, even if it's $300, I mean, you're talking save me $500, and I'm very thankful. I've been watching a lot of Wallace's videos. He's getting to really get into the cigars, and I smoke a cigar from time to time. 2 or 3 times a month, I'll get to wanting one, and I try to refrain from it because it could get to where this could be an everyday thing for me, and I don't need another expense right now, but so to speak. But one that I found I want to share with y'all. Y'all seen me smoke it before, and I've tried many different brands, but this is one I can pick up locally. We don't have a lot of selection of pipe tobaccos in town, nothing but over the counter, but cigar humidors are abundant in this area. You can find a good cigar, anything you want, in several different places. But one that I found that is my go-to everyday cigar, and that's a Brick House. And this cigar, I usually keep one around. I've got to get a humidor, but I'll smoke probably 2 to 4 of these a month, and you can't go wrong with this one here. And the price on it is $7.69 for this stick. And if you buy this one, I know Pipes and Cigars sells them by the box. You can get them down in the mid $5 range, $5.50, $5.60 if you order a box of 24. You can get the little shorter ones. And I don't know enough about a cigar. This one has a name of its own, but and I know the ring. You measure the ring on it. I don't know that means something, but I haven't gotten into the cigars like I have pipes. But that's a good one. You can't go wrong if you want a good one that you know what you're getting into. Try Brick House. That's and these you can find these in a lot of places. It's a good mild medium smoke. Well, we're coming down, pushing that 14 minutes, and I'm gonna wrap this up. If some of y'all see me comment on some stuff, videos from a while back, it's just that I hadn't gotten around. So if you say, where'd that come from? I'm just getting back to you, and I apologize. So if you see some of that come up, don't think I've lost my mind. It's come from an older video. So look, y'all have a good one. We'll catch you next time. And until then, God bless.